In this session, we are going to talk about some terms which are frequently used in the programming. First, we have to know what is variable. So, variable is that it is to some value. It is the name which we use for the value we are going to use in our program. So that's called variable. Or in a simpler way, we can say that it's a variable is that part of our program which value changes frequently. So that's called variable. And variable plays vital role to store the value of the data in the memory. Now, what are the rules to use when we use the variables in our program? The first is there. It must start with the alphabetical letters or the characters, and it may contain the letters as well as the some periods or the digits. Obviously, it cannot be a basic keyword, and it can be up to 40 characters. Mostly we keep it short. Each variable name it is followed by a symbol, so we can use the like here. So this is invalid. We can start from the digit. We cannot use the keywords, so this is fine, and this cannot be used because this is invalid symbol. These are the common rules we have to apply. Now next is a constant. So variable means whose value changes frequently, and to store the value we use the variables. The variables they are the names which is going to store the value. Whereas when you talk about the constant means just opposite to variable where the values cannot be changed. Like when we use a equals to 4, so a is considered variable and 4 is constant there. 4 is considered the constant. Yes, it's very simple. And when you talk about the constant, so these are the numeric constants. So this a equals to 4 is the numeric constant. Similarly, string constant also can be there. Including each other double quote. For this constant, we can also use the constant keyword. After using constant keyword, we cannot further assign it's a new value. Okay. Whereas when we don't use constant keyword, then we can assign new value like this. Now, next is what is variable declaration and how to use that. First is implicit declaration. In implicit declaration, what happens? We use some symbols to declare the variable, like this one, dollar for the string. Similarly, for the integer values, we use percentage and so on. So this is implicit. And explicit, what happens? We use dim as statement. Dim stands for dimension. It means for certain variable we can use dim with the as type, like dim a as a string, b as integer, long integer, and so on. So this is called explicit with the dim statement. Here is the example, like for the string we can use dim a as a string, b as the integer. The dollar is not needed. But if we don't use this one as a string, then dollar is needed. That's all, nothing more there. And here are some data types we have to use in QBasic. For string, actually maximum is 32,767 characters, minimum is 0 characters. Similarly, for the integers, we use this percentage symbol. Occupies 2 bytes, and this is the maximum value, this is the minimum value. And similarly for others, we can use this one. Single precision, exclamation, double precision, as we have to use it. It occupies 8 bytes and it occupies the 4 bytes. That's all, nothing more there. Let's see an example using the QBasic interpreter. So here we are going to use one variable, and that is the integer type. For that we have used this character percentage. Now going to run it. Let's give 78. So here is out. Okay. Now we are going to talk about uh, the explicit. So this we use the implicit equals. Now let's go for the explicit. Now going to run it. 65. In this way we can use a variable declaration, or we can also use the constants and so on. Let's take constant in same program. Suppose if we use the let pi equals to 3.14, so this is constant. Now we can take the value of pi. So pi is a constant value, so this is the first way to use pi in our program. So this is constant value, this is the variable. Now next option we can have here is we can use simply CUNST constant keyword with the pi. Now what happens if we use this pi, then we cannot redefine the value. Like if we give your pi value, then it will not assign like 890. So already we have got error here, expired on current line 890. So you don't accept that. Yes, now highlighted. So this is a problem, we cannot change it. Now I'm going to run it. Here is the output 45. Okay, look here. In this way we can use the variables and the constants easily in our program. I hope you also got this one. For further queries and questions, use the chat box, the comment box. Thank you.